Big event coming to the Wenatchee Valley this weekend involving the Wenatchee Valley Knights basketball teams, both men and women. It's happening at the Town Toyota Center, which is a unique part of this, but even more so is the Native American touch to it. We're talking with Matthew Vargas, who's the AD as well as the men's basketball coach, and William Dick, who is one of the players and one of our Native folks that'll be represented here this weekend. First of all, Matthew, talk about the idea and where this came from.
A lot of different post-secondary institutions that have athletic programs have some type of celebration for Native American culture and have tournaments. But in Arizona, we started it with a youth, the junior college I was at. Shout out to Todd-thomas Community College. We started it with the youth and had the different tribes come and play summer tournaments. And so, you know, we had Pasquayaki versus Tohono versus Gila River. And it was great fun, a lot of energy. And so we took it, we incorporated the college team down there. When I got the job at Grace Harbor College, we took it out there and had a lot of success with bringing a lot of the Quinault youth onto the Grace Harbor College campus. And now that I'm blessed to be here in Wenatchee, here at Wenatchee Valley College, I wanted to do this last year, but got the job a little bit late. So it's really exciting to have all the different colleges coming in. My colleagues and the other athletic departments around the state have been awesome. We have 7 colleges coming in. We have Northwest Indian College. But the cool part about it is we're achieving our ultimate goal as an institution, as an athletic department, and that we're getting to incorporate the high schools. We got Lake Roosevelt. That press that they run is no joke. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch them play. OMAC, you want to talk about fundamental power, just solid basketball. Will knows all about that. Yeah. And then we have Hoquiam from the west side. My former assistant, who is Choctaw Blackfoot, he is now heading up that program. His son plays there, and they have a talented young group. And then, of course, we have DeSales. So we're going to have college athletes sitting, enjoying other games alongside Native youth and some young people from around the state. And I think just developing a kinship and learning more about each other is what we want to do. I think we're going to achieve that this weekend.
William, you're from Welpinit,
Yes,
correct?
from Welpinit, Washington.
So talk about that culture for you and carrying that to this day and what that means to you.
It means a lot to be just here in this place. It was like just the thought in my mind just to maybe come play college basketball. I never really pursued it, and Coach here gave me a chance. He was the only one who really took a bet on me, and it was probably his good choice for him.
Very good choice.
Talk about that. I mean, you were nodding your head, Lake Roosevelt and OMAC, and you're well aware of those programs and coming out of the high school, you know, and talk about that I don't know what it is, just the tough, hard-fought Native culture that adds to these athletic programs here in North Central Washington.
Yeah, it's different. You don't really get looked at a lot at all, so it's just, you got to fight all the time. You just got to keep going to different things, try to put yourself out there and to be seen, and this is a way to do it right here for a lot of these high schoolers, and I can see that because I've done a couple of these things.
Did you know that this was in the works when you were recruited to come here, or is this something you found out after the fact? Hey, by the way, I'm playing college basketball, but then we're going to do this.
Yeah, this is something I found out about. I wasn't really aware. I was kind of told, but I didn't know it'd be this big. Sure. Or pop up like this. It was nice.
Now, the Knights typically will host a winter tournament to kind of kick off the season with other community college teams from around the Northwest that come into town for that. It's usually right here at W.B. Smith. Now, to add the high school element to this is, I think, awesome. And like you said, it's a chance for these high schoolers that probably wouldn't get a look otherwise to see that, hey, there is something else out there.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You're absolutely correct. You know, small schools don't get a lot of respect, you know, and let's just call it what it is. There's a lot of stereotypes out there, and there's a lot of belief that, you know, young Native student athletes can't get it done in the classroom, or that they're going to want to go home or what have you, and that's not always the case. if you go out and you watch the purest form of basketball, you'll end up on the res. I don't care where you are in the country. Native American youth start at an early age. It's I don't know why, but they've embraced it. And the best tournaments are Native tournaments. The best summer tournaments are Native tournaments. And the kids know how to be resilient. And that's
Have to survive, right?
yeah, and it's just I've always believed in working with underserved communities. And when I was down in Arizona and we first started that athletic program at Todd-thomas Community College, they were worried that we could even produce a competitive team.
Sure.
And I was like, yeah, right. And Arizona Western College and Pima College both supported, the vision and embraced us as a school, and we got the votes done. And then now we were just down there in Arizona. When you go down there, every school now has 3 or 4 Native guys. On the women's side, Pima Community College has, because they're our sister school right down the road from us, Todd Holdhouse has been to multiple Final Fours, multiple national championship games, and he does it off the back of the Native kids that can play. And so just this event to put college athletes with Native youth, and there's a lot to be learned on both sides of the coin. There's a lot that can be advantageous about this event. I've always said, basketball is a tool, education is the goal. And like I said, I was just so thrilled with Dr. Harrison when he got here, and I visited him for the first time in his office, and I was going to talk about this tournament, and I looked up on his little dry erase board, and one of the top 2 things that he had on his office board was get up north, relationships, in the northern counties, get up north. And I was like, all right, we can work with this.
Well, and that's something to note too, is that Wenatchee Valley College has an OMAC campus.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's integral to what happens through this college.
Absolutely, and I think things are changing here, and I think they're changing for the better. And I think we're going to see a lot more support for our OMAC campus. And through this process, when we first approached the Colville Confederated Tribes, and I got to meet Megan Francis through my volunteer assistant coach, Braden Dragoo, the youth development program that they have has been waiting for something like this to where they could embrace it and help make this event their own. And so, I can't, you can never speak for somebody else, but it's a platform, and I'm just really blessed that Megan Francis and her staff wanted to do this. It's going to be really amazing. The cultural aspect that we have with the dancers, the singers, the drummers. I'm excited for the land acknowledgement, and then we're going to have some of the elders teach a class on Saturday at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. to where all the teams are going to go and listen to a 40-minute talk and learn about this beautiful valley and learn about the Wenatchee Band. And I think that's priceless for all of us to understand and learn. So you want to talk about resilience, you want to talk about tough players, this is why,
Yeah.
So.
You mentioned it, you alluded to it. Let's talk about that. It's more than just basketball happening this weekend. Special opening ceremony on Friday night at the TTC. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, looking at things through a white lens, I'm thinking, hey, we're just going to have this opening at 6 p.m. and Megan Francis and her staff called me and they go, hey, we want to do it at 12. And I'm thinking, well, all the teams aren't going to be here yet. Maybe that's not a good time. And they were like, no, everybody needs a blessing, Vargas, And again, what a great reminder, what a great eye-opener. I'm always learning, you know, and they're absolutely right. So at 12 o'clock, 12:30 is the first game. At 12 o'clock, there's going to be a prayer of blessing, land acknowledgement, and then again at 6, and a parade of the teams. And any young indigenous baller that wants to represent their tribe, their nation, they can have their flag, but we'll walk around the court. And then on Saturday at 3:15 from Spokane, Megan and her staff set up some drummers and cultural performers to come down, and they'll do a big performance. And then at the halftime of every game after that 2 o'clock game, which features Lake Roosevelt, they will perform, whether it be drumming, singing, dancing, and we're just really excited about it all. I'm excited for this young man to get to play in front of his family and friends and some of the kids he played with a year ago. So we're excited about that.
William, does anybody come up and say, what's it like to be a Native American?
No, not all the time.
Okay.
But
if somebody came up and said, what's that like? What's your life like?
I'd say it's pretty crazy and all, but it's fun. I just do what I love to do, is play basketball. And
How young were you when you were introduced to the game?
pretty young, but I did start late. It was like 6th grade I started, but I
Okay.
just picked it up super well.
Was it through school, or was it through a program, or how did you start playing?
Through Hoop Fest, actually. I just
Okay.
played in it. I just decided to play in it, and after that, I fell in love right there.
Okay. Coach, tell me about this guy as a basketball player.
It's hard to explain. You know, I would like to say that basketball has always meant a lot to me in my life, and it saved me from some dark days. And when I talk with William, I learned so much from him about how stick-to-itiveness, respect, resilience. And when you talk to a young man like this, and he shares his life with you, and he shares his culture with you, and he says to you, and he means it with every fiber of his being, that the love of his life is basketball, and it's what's gotten him through. It's real. And so when he steps on the court, there's an edge to him, and it borderlines ferocity, it borderlines energy, chaos. He is one tough cookie, and you'll see it all weekend long. He plays with a passion, and I just have a lot of respect for William, a lot of love for William. He knows that, and he's special. He's very special.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Town Toyota Center. As Coach mentioned, starting at noon on Friday, special ceremony. You know, it's great that it's at the Town Toyota Center, because historically speaking, as far as the tribes are concerned, you know, that was probably a powwow central right there on the confluence of the Wenatchee and Columbia Rivers.
Yeah, we need to bring a powwow to Wenatchee. We need to turn up. We need to embrace that and do whatever we can to help bring home, you know, some of the tribes to this area and have a powwow. That would be phenomenal.
Well, and on top of that, go Knights, right?
Yeah.
Go Knights.
All right. We will take a break and come back, and we will talk to the female contingent of this wonderful weekend coming up. It's a Native Classic happening at the Town Toyota Center. Back with more after this here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Tune in Monday through Friday at 5, 6, and 10 for the NCWLIFE Evening News, or go to our website at ncwlife.com, or you can visit us on Facebook. North Central Washington, the NCWLIFE Channel has you covered.
I'm Eric Granstrom, the sports director for the NCWLIFE Channel. We're here at Eastmont High School. We're going to be at Wenatchee High School. We've got basketball. We've got wrestling. It's all winter long. While you're out freezing your hind end off, we're inside staying warm. It's right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Well, back again here on the NCWLIFE Channel and talking about a big event happening this weekend at the Town Toyota Center. Involves the Wenatchee Valley Knights and the Lady Knights that we have here right now. It is the Native Classic, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. We have with us here, I just took my glasses off, now I'm going to need them again. Haley Dennison, we have Olivia Martinez down over there, and we have Jada Leah Lumunga. Did I get that right? No, I didn't. Okay, you hand her the microphone. Let's get it right.
It's Jada Lulamanga.
Luvamunga. Lulamunga.
Yeah.
Lulamunga.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, got it there. Ladies, first of all, thank you for being here. Coach, thanks for being here. We should mention, too, we've got their coach who is familiar with a native culture of another variety because he is from down under. We've got Adam here. Australia?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to assume because it could be New Zealand. I don't know the accent. So,
No, definitely Australia, yeah.
how in the world did you end up in Wenatchee?
Just fortunate,
A long jet ride?
Long jet ride. The way, certain events went my way, and was blessed to get this opportunity to be here. So, been a long time coming.
Okay, here's a chance to throw your coach under the bus. How is it playing for this guy?
It's really good.
Yeah?
I really enjoy it, and he gave opportunity to all of us. I really like it. I really enjoy it.
Is it hard to understand some things he says if he gets excited?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes we all have our inside jokes with him.
Okay, all right, that's good. Talk about this event coming up this weekend and how long you guys have known about it, and this has got to be pretty exciting, isn't it?
It is very exciting. I've never met a college that does this for Native Americans. I didn't think I would be a part of it. I mean, it's a good opportunity for every school and everything, for us especially. I really like it.
Okay. Now tell us where you're from.
I am from Galvin, New Mexico. I
Okay.
am a part of the Navajo tribe.
Okay. How did you know about Wenatchee Valley College?
Well, at first I was with Grace Harbor with my coach,
Okay,
and
okay.
then he brought me over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. Have you hand that microphone down? Jada, how about you? Where are you from, first of all?
I'm from the Yakama Nation tribe,
Okay.
and it's like 2 hours from here.
Okay, so Toppenish, is that right?
Yes, Toppenish.
Okay, all right. I think most of us are familiar with Toppenish.
Yeah.
How did you wind up here?
Honestly, I was supposed to play at YVC, but I got the opportunity to come over here and to play with Coach Adam, and I'm loving it here.
So you played at Toppenish High School?
I played at Yakama Nation
Oh,
Tribal
Yakama Nation.
School.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
It's weird because it's in Toppenish, but it's like
Right.
representing the tribe.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what, B basketball, correct?
Yeah, 1B.
Okay. Now, we got Kashmir here,
Yeah.
right?
Kashmir.
So not much of a trek for you.
No.
But how did you learn about this program and why did you choose Wenatchee Valley?
Yeah, well, I knew that they were getting a new coach. I knew a player on this team, Zoe Brown, and she told me that they were looking for a player, and I'm like, oh, after Kashmir, I didn't play basketball for like 3 years, so she told me that they were looking for someone, and I'm like, okay, I'm down, and so I just came here, and I'm loving it so far, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hand that microphone back this way, and I'll ask about, the fact, did you know that there were other natives that were on that part of the team? Was that part of the draw, or was it just, oh, hey, by the way, welcome to the tribe?
No, I didn't really expect other natives down here. I expected different kind of races, but not Native Americans. But I'm very glad to be a part with them and everything, because usually when you're Native American and out from somewhere else, you don't really know who to connect with, basically.
Sure. Now, Matthew, the men's coach was telling us about Native culture and basketball. Is that something that rings with you as well, as far as it being an early age thing, or when did you start playing basketball? When did you learn about basketball?
I started learning when I was very young, maybe under 10 years old.
Okay.
Because on my reservation, res basketball is our one way out, or cross country, other things. Because when you come out for your reservation to expect more things, you can do it, especially for young people now. Because I've seen opportunities every once in a while, but now it's hardly anything, or it used to be too. So I'm very glad to be here.
Sure. Jada, talk about your experience as far as basketball and when did that come into your world and when did you know about basketball?
My parents started me when I was in 3rd grade, and I started in AAU at first, and I just kind of stuck with it throughout middle school and high school and just fell in love with it. And I'm grateful that I got the opportunity to play the next level, because it's not really known for Native Americans to go to the next level. And yeah.
Well, and let's talk about that too, because there are these, misconceptions about the Native culture and about higher education and things like that. And the fact that you can use basketball to help you also get an education, that's got to be huge.
Yeah, it is. And there's like I said, there's not a lot. So I'm one of one of the natives that kind of like made it off the res in a way.
As a result of that, are you a spokesperson for others as well to say, hey, you know, this is possible for you?
Yes, there on my high school team, there's another Native American that is actually playing in Walla Walla, so I'm like super glad she came out.
That's awesome.
Her name's Gwendolyn Dawes.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah. Let's talk about this event this weekend from your perspective and having this cultural get-together that has such a native flow to it and feel to it. What does that mean to you?
Honestly, it's great. When I was in high school, we did something similar to it was like an all-star game. It was also called the Native Classic. And we brought like all the natives from like all the schools around like my area and even farther. And yeah, we just played and got our own jerseys and everything. So
what are you looking forward to most this weekend?
Probably.
I mean, playing in the Town Toyota Center is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like Sundome-ish, right?
Yeah. Probably, definitely. Just, I know it's like normal basketball games, you say Pledge of Allegiance, but definitely seeing like the drums, dancing, all the different like Native American like experience, I guess you would say, that you wouldn't experience during like a regular 3-day tournament is something I'm looking forward to the most.
Jada, how about you? What are you looking forward to this weekend the most?
Hopefully getting a dub for both games.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
I had to.
A little struggle so far
It's okay.
this season,
It's
but that's
okay,
changing.
though.
That's
It's
going to
okay.
change this
Yeah,
weekend.
For sure, for sure. Yeah.
Mine for me, the ceremonial, because I have not felt like home in a while, like listening to the music and like seeing other Native Americans, besides these guys.
Right.
But like feeling at home again is very exciting.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time. I know you're going to enjoy this weekend. We hope to get a few other people out there to put the eyes on it, not just some great basketball, but also the cultural exchange that's happening too. So best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. It's a Native Classic happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Town Toyota Center. Find out more. They've got all the schedule on the NWAC. You can go to Wenatchee Valley College's site too, wvc.org, and find out more about the Native Classic happening this weekend at the Town Toyota Center. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCWLIFE Channel.